Hi and welcome to Carers Corner. Today we're here with Joan Mannering and Judy O'Sullivan from Probus, who are going to tell us what life is like as a senior in Sydney.
I actually joined it to start off with, to give me something to do apart from my husband. See, he used to play golf 3 days a week, so there was me retired with nothing to do besides look after a house, and that didn't appeal to me one little bit. So I joined Probus just to do outside activities, walking, reading books, and whatever they did at Probus. I had no idea what it was about, and I enjoyed it once I went, and now I'm totally involved in trying to get people to join up, because we need some younger people amongst our group particularly to keep it going.
Well, my husband passed away a couple of years ago, and I thought I had a group of friends, very good friends, but I felt like I was starting to impose on them a little bit, saying, I ring them up and say, what are you doing today? And I felt like I didn't want to impose too often with them, and they're still good friends, but I needed another outsource. So I started going January, February last year, 2015. They have walking groups, and I thought, well, that's a good start. Went down the first day, didn't know anybody there. And next minute there's 12 ladies. We walked, we had lunch, and so I'm still going, and met some lovely people, and at least I know every Wednesday there's something to do.
Yes, we probably have more without partners in our particular group anyway, don't we?
Yes.
But there's a fair few of us like me, and people keep saying, why don't you bring your husband? Well, see, I don't want my husband there at the moment.
Yes.
So I'm quite happy to encourage others to do it, as long as it's not me.
Absolutely. It's still good to have that independence, because I remember my parents, as they got, after Dad retired, Mum went to the View Club, which is another offset of Probus type thing, and Dad went to both. They had their day apart once a week, and they needed that for their own independence. So
what they have. Now, we've learned about ovarian cancer and cochlear ear things, and the girl who takes people for a walk across the Harbour Bridge, she came and talked. Just amazing, the number of people that you can get to come and give you a talk and things like that. I think that's the best part of the meeting myself. Other than that, we do have a luncheon every 5th Wednesday. The people are invited to go. Someone will pick a place to go to, and we'll go and do that. We get a lot of people come to that. We find that it's easier to get people to come and eat a meal than to go on a bus trip, really. Bus trips are very popular to start with, but 1 or 2 a year is probably enough. A lot of clubs do away trips, stay overnight, things like that. And we have a lot of fun doing that, going to different places to have the meals. We've been, over to Watson's Bay a lot, go to Manly quite a lot, different places over there to see. We're up to Des Moines to the Rowers Club, and lots of places that some people have never heard of. But I've learnt more about Sydney since I've retired than I ever knew before I retired, put it that way, and been to places that you don't even know exist.
And the best thing about it too is a lot of these places, because of the $2.50 public transport, it's affordable for people to go. We can catch the train, we go on the ferry, on the light rail, so it's not an expensive day out of those. And if we do the walking club, we take our lunch, so we find a park, so you take your sandwich, we'll have a coffee somewhere. So for $10, under $10, you can be out as long as you want, or you can come back after a couple of hours. You have good laughs with people, learn about people, and you also talk about, especially in my case, other ladies that have lost their husbands. It's good to be able to talk to people about, and express feelings as well, and know that you're not the only person that's been in this situation. other people are in these situations where you start to think, oh, I'm the only person this has ever happened to. And there's a lot of people in the same, and that has helped me as well in that area. So it's, you know, it's been fantastic, and I'd encourage anybody with partners, without partners, just, it's a good community group, and as I said at the same time, it doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. It's free to just go and talk to people.
When I retired, I missed the talking to people because I'm a nurse, so you have to talk. And when you're at home by yourself, you know, you run out of things to say after a while. So for me, it was to get amongst people again and to talk again. And you can talk as much as you like or as little as you like, depending on how outgoing you are, I suppose, or if you find someone else who can talk over you and all that sort of thing.
Would that be me?
Love it.
Yeah, well.
I was just starting to feel a bit lonely as well, and because before, you know, Michael got sick, he'd been home, or he had retired, well, forced retired, but and then he was home, and then he got sick, and so he was around. Even though he was sick, we were doing things, and we'd still go out and for drives and things, go and have a coffee or something. So once that happened, once he passed away, as much as I had my family and my friends, there was just a void. And I thought, how, you know, I'm not going to sit at home and just feel sorry for myself. And I thought, I've got to get out and do something. And just by chance, that day of meeting up with Joan, and that's how my life has changed. And I said, I can't, you know, the girls have been fantastic, but they've got their own lives as well. You know, they've got to have their life. But so now I've got a mixture of both. And tennis. So on Monday is tennis, Wednesday's Probus, Friday might go, you know, aqua aerobics or something, a bit more of a structure during the days.
That structure.
Oh, yeah. Yes, yeah. And so it gives you something to, you know, next week I've got this I can go to, rather than sitting there thinking, what am I going to do today? And, you know, we even went to Reesby Workers for lunch the other day, and we sat there for I don't know how many hours, just laughing over a cup of coffee, and, you know, laughter is the best medicine.
And that's what we've gathered, a lovely lot of friends together that we can just go and do that with, you see, besides our family.
Yes.
So the family get to know a few of them, but not all of them, and we just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And that's